afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Heroes Right, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to a 1 vs 1 on Arnhem checkpoint. Between the south, we got here Latch fighting for King and Country. For the 11th Armoured Division, here spearheading 3rd Armoured Corps on its way towards Arnhem. Versus the north, we got Havoc, RTN Havoc fighting here for Germany, Deutschland, Das Wehrmacht, or Die Wehrmacht, der Wehrmacht, anyways, Wehrmacht, and the 107th Panzer Brigade charging forwards, hoping to lop off the spearhead here of 30th Corps. And he's got German mechanized elite troops and lightning wall with bulletins for infantry, machine guns, and Panzergrenadier versus Latch's Vanguard, mobile assault, and, no surprise, they're slightly rolling clear with Vickers grenade and commando bulletins. So a lot going on between the two. Grenadiers start here for Havoc in the south, Latch here with lots of sections and a Vickers. And continues got one for a fast reload. Not too surprising there. Obviously the reload though basically means amongst other things it actually turns faster between windows inside houses. Little fun fact there. Also interesting to note here, Havoc is not particularly in any sort of haste to grab a fuel point compared to Latch, who's right away there grabbing the fuel point and then connecting. Havoc on the other hand is spending up a bit more in the early game, which I always find is a bit risky. There's the Wehrmacht.
How can we help?
Lots of grenadiers, so 3 squads, 2 already there, 3rd on the way, which could indicate he might be planning either lightning wall or elite troops, since they rather fit in the best here with grenadier heavy approaches, G43s, stun grenades here, or here, you know, tactical movement relief infantry as such. Bits there where it's mechanized doesn't quite play well with a heavy infantry play, I find. Or at least doesn't really offer so much synergy. I mean, you can still do it, again, just synergy-wise, elite troops and lightning wall offers so much more. Latch there already taking up here, 2 minutes in, tier 2, which is why I'd more or less call it just tier 1, or if you're being generous, tier 1.5 rather than tier 2, because, I mean, if you get it like that swiftly, it's not really entirely new tier. One might be tempted to argue there. Havoc they're obviously not taking up. Certainly costs a lot more for him to hit it than it does for him to get there, and of course there's still the cost for the building.
Threatening a capture point.
Grenadiers moving down there slowly on the east, I'll push here for the cutoff point. Section moving about as well. Vickers coming back to the centre of the map. Sniper on the way there for Havoc. Looking to snipe some Inselaffen. So far, I mean, note here, he's been rather cautious, expecting by the looks of it, the way he's positioned going to do is push here for the cutoff point from Latch. But Latch isn't particularly in a hurry there. He's sort of, you know, in fact, very overextended, not doing much for time track. The cutoff point there being harassed for anything. And one, he sort of really concentrated push. We've got a sniper on the way for him as well now. Probably expecting a German sniper, just hoping to snipe the German. Of course, FST. Well, what way it actually ends up going there. The section having overwhelmed by Grenadiers getting flanked here. 2 Grenadiers versus 1 section. That's basically not going to work out there for Latch or 11th Armoured Division. Back here, sniper almost done. And the German sniper at the same time has arrived there for Havoc. Panis moving eastwards. And what do we have here? We got take up there for Havoc. So he will be hitting tier 2 soon. Grabbing a point there for Latch. Grabbing here as well, grabbing there as well. Points there being good at on top of everything else. And takeover there still going on, but nothing further. We got Savage following up here for Latch. Not too surprising there. Most British players tend to get a few of them, since A, they cheat and pretty combat effective, in particular with a bit of veterancy, and then both the section, the sap has become really surprisingly effective assault infantry, which again performed quite well for a very low cost. It's not a fire here. Both sort of revealing itself to the other, more or less the same time here. So I'm guessing neither side was actually expecting to the other one having a sniper, otherwise I don't think either side would sort of reveal their snipers so easily. So that's sort of an interesting sort of development there. Close to losing the entire section there for Latch, but he does make it out. The British now moving ahead. He needs to be careful though. One wrong shot at this point could result in him getting sniped by the German one, and vice versa therefore. Havoc, but here we can see here that Latch is feeling pretty confident. He gets off another kill there versus Grenadiers. take up this dam, but nothing further going on then here. Back at base, troops reinforcing, or should be reinforcing anytime soon. Sappers moving up there with their Sten guns in hand. Grenadiers creeping up here through the west. The 107th Panzer Brigade continues its advance against the Tommies. The 107th Panzer Brigade was one of the few German Panzer Brigades that actually managed to form pretty well. In fact, would after Operation Market Garden be fully formed up into a Panzer Grenadier Division. Baker's there flying into the Grenadiers. They need to be careful. Sniper still hanging back. They note now he's been ordered not to shoot freely. He's basically trying to get the British sniper there within his sights and then wipe him. At the same time, can't quite get there. Grenadiers almost like managed to get away. The Grenadiers in a pretty precarious situation inside the church. Low in health numbers. Men falling out of the church tower there, the bell tower. My God, that was Ludwig. 9. I'm pretty sure that was Otto. 9, that was clearly Ludwig. Otto, Ludwig. Shut up anyways, we gotta get out of here. I'd like to make a nice company going up there for Havoc, so it's going to get out some vehicles, possibly some Panzer Grenadier. Meanwhile, we got there already requisition there for Latch, following up there with the armoured car for him. Sab's going there for the car point. Armoured car slowly being made. Like to make a nice company done. There we go. We got 2-2s on the way there. Havoc probably expecting an AEC, but probably also want something you sort of flush out the sniper and deal with him that way. Bunker up here, so medic bunker. They also noting Havoc's got a lot of munitions. You could consider laying down some S-mines here, there, perhaps some Teller mines at a certain point. Of course, light machine guns are plenty for the Grenadiers, are very much also within the realm of options there for Havoc, and that's clearly the option he's taking right now. Just heavy upgrades there for his Truppen. There you go, armoured car arrives there for Latch, the AEC Mark III. And we got a doctoral choice as well for Latch. It is Vanguard. And whoa, good lord, he's actually immediately using it to conduct raid operations, allowing him to much more swiftly grab territory, even allowing his vehicles to grab territory faster. It's a very potent ability, and it only costs 50 munitions. So a pretty good deal that allows you to sort of aggressively push forwards and harass very aggressively. March, we've got the mine. Well, Pioneers from Mine Creek up there, going for the car pot, but there you go, rapidly grabbing the exit point here, grabbing the fuel point there rapidly as well, fighting in the eastern side. There we got 2 Grenadiers, of course, the light machine gun versus 1 section. But those are definitely not going to have the best there. It's simply too much firepower there from the German infantry, tearing through the sections in a matter of moments. Meanwhile there, Pioneers being engaged with the armoured car. First to arrive, but it's clear here that he's not going to pop it in there until he's got at least another one there to sort of successfully be able to engage the armoured car there, and thusly keeping a level head here I think is proving quite valuable there for Havoc, because he just wants to rush it 1-2 there to try and do some damage. He probably just end up feeding the armoured car and allow the armoured car to get out there. He sort of waits for at least 2 armoured cars, he can sort of storm it and that way deal with it. So Havoc here keeping cool, calm and collected even while under dire pressure here from Latch. And noting Latch has actually gone for a second sniper. That's pretty ballsy. Also pretty nasty. But there you go. Using the 2 to flank in behind the AC. Do we know Pantherfaust? No. But still, the AC is going to have a hard time getting away with the 2-2 by the way where he drove it up. Basically blocking the retreat path, ensuring that the AC could not easily escape here. Giving the 2-2s more time to deal with as well here. So overall, well played here by Havoc. Calmly and decisively dealing there with the AC and not losing a single armor car for the process. Well played there. Grenadiers are going exit points. Grenadiers are retreated, and we got Dom snipers here firing away, forcing away the AC, or the 2-2, so it cannot push further with their boys and attack rifles. Sappers moving head, sniper falling back. Armored cars, they're both in need of some heavy fixing. As you might be noticing there, one gun is completely out and the other one's just heavily damaged. Sappers on the fight from the bunker, and there goes snipers continue to do nasty work. They're going for the Grenadiers, almost like another squad here. Latch maintaining strong map control there versus Havoc, though he's also going for another armoured car here. So does need to be careful. We got more Pioneers up, speed up, repair the armoured cars, but still he'll be 1 AEC versus 2, so he's going to need something a bit extra, so I think to have sort of more solid chance. Of course, if he keeps it close to the snipers there, I mean, he might be able to pull it off since it can provide support there. Particularly get onto veterans who want to get off a critical shot. Real desperate sort of fighting here for Havoc at the moment, just trying to keep any kind of ground here in the face of Latch's infantry, armoured cars and snipers, of course, get those
Heavy
armoured cars
armoured
to
car
go. His own, that is. He could have a good chance of pushing back Latch and gaining some more ground permanently. Well, he's more permanently there. What is now?
Engine wounded.
Our supply line's broken.
In fact, he's going for third AC. He's taking no chance of there versus Latch, who, by the way, with a lot of munitions that I think should consider some mines here and there to, for example, catch armoured cars, but also infantry, and any future armour that Havoc could get, down the road.
Ready to go on reconnaissance.
But Latch so far seems reluctant for any further mines. They want to saw the minesweeper.
Waiting for orders.
AC moving east. Third 222 ready.
Scout car has arrived.
And it's holding up. There we go. Another radar breaking here from Latch. Swiftly moving ahead and using that AC to grab the fuel point there. 3 222s ready. A sizable armoured car patrol. Ready to flood the fields with autocannon shots and machine gun fire. Armoured car hitting hits from the Panther. Fast damage engine already. And of course, note now the 222s are homing in on it. Latch should know there's at least 2 222s, but of course in this case there's 3 right here. Latch made a bit of a mistake there, to be honest. He might be able to grab the fuel point, but I would not say that fuel point was worth one armoured car.
The enemy is taking our territory.
From enemy vehicle shelter.
So good job there by Havoc, good job
We've
again.
just lost some armor.
Pioneer still executed there, so he wasn't paying attention that he's lost the Pioneer squad in the process. At the same time here, AC's running through, taking one further away there, and we got a forward logistics line on the way here for Latch. Officer dropping in. Oh no, he lost the sappers. Still not a single sign of a mine here from Latch. That definitely hurt. He's going to lose the section as well unless he retreats. Get out of there, lads. Get out of there. Too many Jerrys. Too many hands with guns. And there you go. Officer arrives. Section sending out. Section here looking very close to death and annihilation. No weapon match by the way there. A few Bren guns appeared could perhaps assist here. Otherwise, a quick anti-tank gun. There you go. Sniper fire instead. Takes it down sufficiently enough. The plus bit of Vickers fire that he can't actually follow them into the base. Let's go for it. At the same time, heroic charge from the officer to screen the snipers was well hit. That's taking no chance there versus Havoc 2-2-2 play. Certainly not a bad choice there. 2-2 rolling a bit about here. We're going to push up east.
Are securing our territory.
Officer continues his advance there for King and Country. Latch has yet to take up or bolt a section or anything like that. Healing up here to ensure the snipers are fit for fight.
They're trying to take it.
Back at Havoc's base, got nothing further there, just Pioneers and 222s. Commando officer here heading straight for the point with their silenced end guns. The silence being partially built into the gun itself through some mechanisms I don't quite have the technical expertise to explain. Plus, of course, a bit of a barrel strut there as well. Plus, used subsonic munition basically ensured it was very difficult to hear them, and even the Germans were impressed by them when they actually captured them. Now, there was one flaw with it. It was basically got so hot you couldn't hold it, so they had to sort of apply some canvas around the barrel itself so they could actually hold the submachine gun.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Plus, it couldn't fire in very long bursts because otherwise you just risk it broke down from the heat as well that way. Section being caught, we got double snipers moving up there with their boys anti-tank rifles, and there you go. And it is close to getting wiped out already. He is swarming the section in the east. Also back there, and we've got the weapon max almost done. He could consider throwing at the offset. It's a rare choice, getting the commanders up, but of course the thing is, they will perform better than a section machine gun, and they can fire them on the move. Still, Latch maintaining superior map control against Havoc, despite, Havoc having so many armoured cars and other bits that Latch just got map control there to maintain it. Obviously reinforcing, more sappers on the way. There you go, Yakta gets Bren guns and he gets double Bren guns. Increase their firepower exponentially versus the Hun. Very good work there, very good work. Right, oh dear, big mistake there. Critical shots with the 222s. Line to his base, another 2-2 following in though. Taking heavy machine gun fire, just getting focused down the matter at the moment. Other 2-2 nearby as well, trying to get some of the sections, but very much here. Havoc is running this, they go 1-2-2 down. Snipers sprinting away here, using the officer's heroic charge to allow them to get out of the harm's way. Could risk more damage here, there we go. Piet as well, quickly increasing firepower there. Havoc just keeps up the pressure though. He really wants to kill those for Dumpter. Heckenschützen. But can he pull it off? And there go 2-2 down as well. A bold attempt here by Havoc, but ultimately didn't quite pay off, except resulted in him losing 2 armoured cars. And also feeding Latch quite a bit of experience. The only benefit here that Latch can't salvage them for additional resources. But Havoc is quick to follow up with more 2-2s replacing them. Also, the Panzer Grenadier just going to get equipped with Panzer Sex, meaning he's clearly worried about armor, but he's not at the same time worried enough to get packs or anything like that. There you go, air landing officer sets out. A rather heavy commander section in terms of firepower. Grenadiers creeping about. Also note, the silenced den gun came about after a failed attempt at silencing the Thompson submachine gun. And this first section there, saps moving up here with most of the Fiats. They're not quite so effective as infantry. In this case, looks like they just over there to spot for snipers, but it's almost getting wiped out. There we go. Loss for Germany. Pioneers being suppressed here by the Vickers. Commander officer moving up here again, heavily equipped, and the section out in the open here taking shots by Grenadiers. Snipers still hanging about. He's got a few extra kills in there. He's clearly being cautious with it, not willing to risk it. Armor car sitting down again, and right here, basically that's just got nothing to cover against another armored car, which he probably isn't expecting Havoc to go for like 2 more armored cars, 2 more 2-2s under the circumstances. Grenadiers, Pioneers moving up here. Officer could try and close in and sort of wipe them out. So it's reinforcing, and there we go. We got a heroic charge, which really just boosts massively, getting large DPS increase there, notable. Plus, they actually take like barely any damage. So there we go, almost 5 out. Grenadiers got sap. Pioneers there as well, wiping out the Grenadiers. In fact, huge losses there. Light gun bomb there with the officer charge, which basically means they only take like 25% hits. Their accuracy basically goes down to that level, which is just a huge boost they get. It renders them practically bulletproof. Plus they get a boost of damage, so that's a really nasty combo there on top of the Bren guns. That basically means him an absolute bastard of a killer. And once of course it gets more veterancy, that's only going to get more nasty. That's definitely bad news there for Havoc's troops. And you should definitely not try to fight the officer one-on-one, but they've of course got a light machine gun drop, and he can't pick it up. He simply cannot. 2-2's waiting here, and we got tech up there for Latch. Cromwell tank on the way, and he's only got Panzer Sex and 2-2s, and of course they're ready for some Panzer Blast. There he goes, having him straight into the Panzer Grenadier here. Actually getting a kill though, the Panzer Grenadier in return get a kill down the Sappers. Section moving ahead, no bolted section or any upgrades for them. Cromwell halfway down there for King and Country, and there goes section arriving. Officer moves ahead. And there you go, more machine guns there for Latch's troops. He's certainly got more machine guns now than Havoc. No tech up for Havoc, in fact, at the moment. No attempt at tier 3. And that's going to do fall straight into the officer here. No attempt at officer charge. No, pops it. Veterancy 2. Take some damage, but again, it's barely any damage as long as it lasts here. And there you go, as soon as it wears off, again, suddenly the damage taken goes up noticeably there. Section moving ahead, almost wipes the Pioneers. Veterancy 3, light machine gun, but the officer risk getting wiped. Risk getting wiped, got nothing to cover up. So we can't get the Cromwell rushing in. Can it be in time? Will it happen? And right there, Havoc breaks off with his 2-2s, perhaps running there, something in the way, either way. Looks like he will not rush straight into the Cromwell tank there. Snipers hanging about as well. Pioneers moving forwards. Worried about enemy mines, so the thing to mind is Latch again. Besides that one mine has not mined even a single jot beyond that. Pioneers taking heavy losses to the Cromwell officer up as well. Latch is still maintaining good map control versus Havoc. Of course, Havoc is slowly becoming a bit more of a threat. Is he taking up? Yes. Tier 3 available, should certainly go for it. Meanwhile, 2-2 patrol here continues. And pounces upon a unit of infantry section members out in the open with no support. Sniper gets over hit there as well. Pretty confident there's no British snipers nearby. Here the Grenadiers are getting pillared by the Cromwell, and there goes section offside out here with the 2-2. And the sniper could see what they could see snipe. Incendiary explosive rounds, there you go.
Infantry section
Wiped
out.
A
The
loss
enemy
there
are
for
200
Latch
points.
and the 11th Armoured.
Ready for anything.
And there you go, more Bren guns out by the sound of it. Got now Bren and a light machine gun there. Saps in, chops up the 2-2, simply being swarmed there, push around to the cut fire the Piats. Need to get up some anti-tank guns, I think, because this serious 2-2 force, so at least get the problem in time. More Panzer Grenadier there for Havoc, no sign of Stormtroopers. He's actually gone here for elite troop, but he's yet to use his doctrine, no key for defeat, no nothing. And oh dear, wiped, Piat dropped. Bad news there for Latch. That is 2 units wiped in a short amount of time.
Our capture point.
We're in the
They're
2-2
trying
might
to
be able
take
to get
it.
it. He might be able to get it. Of course, with the Panthers nearby, needs to be careful. He immediately takes quite a bit of damage. And of course, trying to crush them. There we go. Jürgen and Otto perish. Infantry advancing up here. Officer and section there. Grenadiers getting cut down in a matter of moments. 2-2 rushing forwards again. They might be able to get that one if they focus it down specifically. But beyond that, I think they're often a bit limited here versus the German armed capital. But there you go. Oh, still have health. Barely survives an encounter there with British heavy firepower. More sappers on the way for Latch, but no additional anti-tank gun. Team soon they'll go for another Cromwell.
A new engineer
As
section
for
is
Havoc,
waiting for orders.
alright, he's going for tier 4, a pretty bold move and not what I would call the most efficient, but let us of course see where this takes Havoc. Can he pull it off? Will it end up being a waste of resources? But it is certainly quite a bit of resource then just being invested on attacking. He's yet to show anything for it, since there's no other benefits being provided while he's taking up. Cromwell there, he's rather pushing his like there, he's rather pushing his like, should repair, pull back, pull back.
A capture point.
Get it out of there, Harry. It's gonna blow. Emo troops forcing, gonna need some healing though. We got more commanders on the way there for Mr. Latch. And of course with this one there, reasonably cheap actually, 350 manpower. Not bad at all there for Latch. Would be interesting if then we were to upgrade them as well with Bren guns. But Havoc making slow progress here for the 107th Panzer Brigade.
A capture point is being overrun.
Cromwell needs some repairs, and 107th Panzer Brigade was probably one of the only biggest armoured formations actually fought during Operation Market Garden versus the British. The rest were for the most part either the shattered 9th and 10th SS Panzer Divisions or a series of training units mobilised to sort of fight there for the most part. Otherwise it was Stug batteries and heavy
Enemy
tanks
causing
for the
trouble,
the
trying
likes.
to take one of our points.
Commanders saying out there they have in fact been upgraded here with the Bren guns. Do we have double Bren? No, only one Bren here, but even that's going to be quite a noticeable increase to the firepower.
We're losing a capture
Versus
point.
Jerry. So rather broad approach here by Havoc, centre, west and east of the major push
Damn,
clearing
enemy's
east here
trying
with
to
this
take a point
Panzer
from
Grenadier,
us.
Sniper and the Grenadier.
Air support is coming as requested.
Commanders creeping up here for the centre. Panzer Grenadier, be careful. And so the commanders there go caught out in
There's
the
a
open.
rather splendid Cromwell ready to go.
Panzer Grenadier immediately under fire here. A few rockets firing there to commandos. But doesn't have enough munitions for a light gamma bomb either to flush them out in the east here. Commanders rushes forward, right into the Grenadiers. Goes for the sniper and wipes him. Veteran defeat. Devastating hit there versus Havoc. He was not expecting that. Certainly wasn't either. Cromwell rushing forward, this is up to 2 tanks as well here. Latch really beginning to strike back there at Havoc. And it's time here for the analysis, by the way. Damage wise, Havoc's ahead. But Latch, kills wise, is actually ahead. That's actually bad news for Havoc. I mean, really, they're roughly the same squad sizes. But just Havoc's been suffering so much more than that. So that's actually a worrying metric there for Havoc. And that's certainly something he needs to work on. He needs to sort of get some more kills. But the snipers, they're definitely sort of one of the least here. That Latch is just so far ahead, though the officer with machine guns is certainly also another one there. So there's definitely some problems there for Havoc down the road. In terms of army value, Latch is far ahead there. 2 tanks, commandos, officers, snipers, you name it. I mean, he's just got more. Whereas Havoc's sort of, petering a bit out there, though he's also flooding quite a bit of resources. And obviously that's something he needs to look into fixing. So, he goes from the Panther, build that heavy Panzer core now and get out that Panther. In terms of points held, bit mixed there, but so far Havoc sort of got a bit on the back foot, but again, that probably can't last too long here with the losses he's suffering versus Latch. And again, all the firepower that, well, Latch is just bringing to the field here on those officers and commanders and the rest of his men. That is just a lot of firepower there, which it will be difficult for Havoc to contend with. But again, build the bleeding heavy Panzer Corps, get it over with, get out of Panther, push back, the Tommies. Fearing that, which would be the preferred situation, go for the Spalmer Corps, get out some arm from there, much more cost efficiently, and then drive back the British. I think a Stormtrooper squad with assault rifles would also be a very good choice here for Havoc. Would help with the infantry quite nicely. Would certainly have some more firepower with tactical advance and might just help him occasionally. Versus the British, of course, versus the officer. If he pops officer charge, that pretty much just counters tactical advance completely. So, of course, that's less good there. And otherwise use the 2-2 to sort of look for isolated units, overwhelm them, push them away while he sort of tries to then sort of fight the main foes elsewhere. If we can do that, I think Havoc should have a good chance. Also, it might be a good tune for him to consider. For Latch, more armor. I mean, he's got 2 crumbles. He might want to begin worrying about, bigger stuff coming down the road. A Firefly to support, or maybe taking up, going for the Comet. Could be a pretty good choice as well there for Latch. Otherwise, mines, and, possibly another commander squad down the road just to sort of add further pressure there versus Havoc. But let's return to the fight and see what happens next. Their commanders push back from the centre. And going to do is to push back by the section. Too much firepower there.
Cromwell's ready to roll.
Cromwell rolls ahead. Cromwell here standing back as well on top of that. Punch going to take heavy damage.
Is ready for use.
Quickly getting half there by the sniper team there that Latch has dispatched. And there you go, he is by Job building the heavy Panzer Corps. It does seem like a lot more people are sort of trying different strategies to make it work, but I just still feel like it's just too much resources for too little effect. We'll of course have to see how it works out for Havoc here. There you go, he's suddenly popped out a bit there. He's also going to end up being rather close to the Tiger Rays. And there you go, 2-2 caught here, but the Cromwell section taking him down to the 2-2-2s. Smoke's being popped, but will it be enough? Cromwell just continue past, and there you go. Another smoke screen, but 1-2-2 goes down there. Almost got another one, no Panther. Oh, we got one squad there with 2 Panther Shreks. Others attacking here from range, plus Panther fast going off, at least tempted to. Looks like he's breaking off here, but needs to be careful, Too much slow down there. Panther is moving up with Panther Shreks, there you go, flying. Cromwell going to get closer to Panther fast, there you go, Jurgen fires it. Cromwell continues, that's one Cromwell at least that's going to be lost here, that we will not be able to save here. Panzerjägers falling upon it. There you go, Gunner's going to get off a Panther fast in the other one. Oh dear, the Panther Gunner just can't hit to save their lives. And there you go, the officer might be able to turn things around here. There we go, moving up there. Officer charge as well, just massively boosting firepower against his line to, in a matter of moments, tear through the Grenadiers. And note, of course, this ability gives you the same bonus as units around it. Cromwell down though, Cromwell finally went down. In the West Field, Paul Messer kills for King and Country. Sappers, Commanders section all the way together here. Snipers pushing forwards. Very aggressively there for Latch. Havoc very much on the back foot here. And there we go. He's got a Panther on the way. Panther Kampfwagen 5. Panzer. Snipers over the Grenadiers. 2-2's the catching the sniper here off guard. Very good work. And there you go, critical shot. Damage, and you need to be careful of those snipers though. Too much confidence here, could easily result in a loss if he's not careful. Cromwell back in place, but it's going to need repairs here. Plenty of manpower for Latch. Fuel cache is obviously a good choice, but otherwise, the infantry, anti-tank guns are obviously a good choice. He cancels the Panther. I think he might be planning for the Tiger Rays, otherwise cancelling the Panther now does not even remotely make sense. Not that it makes a lot of sense to go for the Panther. I mean, it's more of a novelty choice at the moment than an actual choice in terms of competitive play. We got Medic on the way for Latch there, and of course, here's a fun fact about that one. It takes ages to train for some reason. Absolute ages. I think at least a minute there. There you go. Panther goes out, no best section, Bren guns, all sorts of fun nasties going off there. Panther being quickly bled out, almost rubbed. Fun grenades off, no, concussive grenade there. That's actually a bit of use of his doctrine, but still overall he's only used a concussive grenade. And the Panzer competition is no stormtroopers, no T-43s. Another grenade there.
The enemy Cromwell gun tank ready for action.
Machine gun dropped. Need to retreat though. Other Cromwell arrived, the other one still needs fixing. Eventually 2 bomb, there you go. We do have the Tiger Race out here. The only Tiger 1 unit that actually fought there though was actually from a training school somewhere in Germany that was hastily repositioned after they put together the Tiger tanks, so to fight again. Basically meaning those Tigers serving there were basically sort of a mismatch of different Tiger models. Fun fact there.
The Germans only have 25 points.
25 points, 24 points left in Havoc. That is pretty bad there. Latch has got a lot more.
Capture point is being
But there you go, using the 222s to block the movement of the Cromwell as the Tiger Race moves up here. Catching Latch in a pretty bad position, moving up the Cromwell as well, which is heavily damaging to get out of there. Got 1 222. Sabba's moving up, needs to get away. Medics for some reason moving up as well, need to get those as well. Pull back, get out of there. Get out of there, Latch. Too late here, the Tiger bursts through, blitzkrieging past, taking the from the pier. Might try and flank about here, I guess. Still going to be a tricky here. Whoa, block the turret rotation there. More sniper fire might help out, but still the Cromwell goes down. Panzer gun is nearby with the Panzer 6. Tiger somewhat damaged, but not fully knocked out here. And he's got 1 Cromwell that made out there. Almost 51. Tiger's there running forwards and ends up being the one getting one of the snipers at the very least there. Pretty bad news there for Latch. And there you go, troops getting caught here by the glider. They're just all bunched up. Easy targets. Critical shot might try. Oh, never mind. Murdered there. Another sniper down here to the Tiger Race. Just Latch completely caught off guard, but there's sudden development there. Initiated by Havoc. At least had the Cromwells able to work together in a good condition. There might have been a chance there, but he was basically too slow in getting his first tank fixed up. So by the time things happened, well, they were not in a condition to fight together. Almost getting the opposite there with the Tiger Race, just blitzing forwards, rushing ahead. Keeps trying to kill the bastard. Cromwell here being repaired, good to go, more or less. Sappers ready to try and support here. And there you go, gets killed right into heat safety. Can't help but feel the use of this as sort of forward retreat point is a bit wasteful there. If they were to retreat there, they had better ability to sort of get away from the Tiger Race. That just basically ends up being a waste of a poor position there for Latch versus Havoc. Tiger Race so far has got 14 kills. Another tank down, he's getting another Cromwell here. No Fireflies or anything sort of more specifically good versus the Tiger Race. Which just keeps killing away here. Just completely throwing off Latch and the 11th Armoured. And there you go, we got stormtroopers out for him. Sapper's being gunned down there by them. Tiger Race as well. But a sliver of health. One more penetrating hit or two, the Tiger is going to go down here. Can he get that hit he needs? Can he get it? Can he get it? Panzer 6 moving up there. And there you go, gets it, but the Panzer gun it is. Get the Cromwell as well. He's barely got anything left now. The losses to Latch have been staggering. I mean, he basically panicked there right after Tiger's hit, and he was basically caught off guard. This was almost a fresh Villiers Bocage. But they clearly weren't expecting a single Tiger tank to attack them like that either. This is a pretty bad development there for Latch. Had a strong hand, but 1 Tiger Race later, and Havoc there is barely hanging on by his teeth, but he's managed to turn the situation around just briefly there. It's up to Latch to quickly reform his troops and counter-attack. If he can do that, he'll still win this, but that Tiger Race ended up doing catastrophic amounts of damage here, exposing several mistakes, and again, having that glide as a forward retreat point makes little sense. Had he been here again, he could just hit them between the houses of his base, but instead, they just lined up against the glider like big fat targets. It's not like there's any distance advantage gained from, the retreat point right there, so it just ends up being awkward for them. There you go, Sappers. Pioneers been caught here by the commanders with a Bren gun. Veteran G2.
The enemy is determined, and we are down to 300 points.
12 points versus 297. Assault rifles here would benefit Stormtroopers quite a bit. We got more commanders on the way there for Latch, more lead infantry. Could follow up with another Comet. Centaur could as well. Of course, the question is, what will Havoc go for next? I mean, he's pretty much just lost his Tiger race. I mean, his only option, I suppose, is to go for Panthers.
Army
Strong
commanders
Panthers.
ready to go.
There you go. Second commander scored out.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And they're going for another Cromwell. He's also got access here to strafing. Support. My apologies here for the hiccups. And there you go. Havoc is going for the Panther there. Well, in 7th Panzer Brigade, by the way, we pretty much only had Panthers and Panther 470s as its armor. Oh, straight into S minefield late there, suffering staggering casualties. Gonna have to pull them back already. It's a little fun fact there about the 107th Panther Brigade. All its infantry would also have been mechanized in half tracks. So another little fun fact there. Section in a lot of trouble. Commanders out in the open, taking loss there from the Stormtroopers. Yet to be upgraded. We got here strafing support around here. Problem is, can't seem to target inside building. I feel it's a bit overkill here, really, for Latch to call in against a single grenadier squad like that. To be honest, he should have waited for something, you know, a bit more tasty, a bit more, you know, sensible.
Enemy threatening a capture point. Last man
There's
in the
another
crease for the
Cromwell up,
Germans.
but
Down to their
Panther
last
runs
10
as well
points.
for Havoc. Setting up there for Deutschland. Vickers here in a very bad situation as well. Knocked out there by the Stormtroopers. Veterans 100 following up here. Clearly Latch is getting a bit desperate. He's beginning to make more and more mistakes again. And Tiger is really just threw him off like nothing else. And there you go, the Panther arrives as well. Engages the Cromwell from rear. He's trying to use, you know, land raid operations to quickly seize territory. That's good. Problem is, again, his force is just so wrecked there at the moment, and he's just not really focused there anymore. And there you go, damage, and he's trying to get past the behind the Panther. That's a good idea. Problem is, he forgot about the Grenadiers, and they just damaged him, leaving him pretty much cold turkey there in front of the Panther. That whatever. Gonna get blown up anyways. There you go. Panther got the Cromwell. And he probably tried to send out that Panther first before the Tiger race. It would have got knocked pretty quickly because overall Latch's force in a much stronger position, but also he had more tanks. At that point, you know, the Panther would have lost. But here now, where they're sort of more equal due to the massive losses inflicted onto Latch by Havoc, you know, the Panther has a chance of actually working. So there you go.
A capture point is being
Commanders
overrun.
moving up the east there, moving up the west, and we got center push there as well. But again, he's trying to push for all three again. He wants to wipe it, but at the same time, he might just trying to get a bit too greedy again, rather than trying to just focus two squads on one end of the list and another one as well there. So again, that leaves him much more exposed, much more vulnerable, and much without being able to really get that push through he wants and needs. Pioneers here, they're getting shredded by the commanders. The Bren Gunner, quite nasty, but there you go, another section lost. He's also now just getting a lot of commanders, not 6 sections or anything like that. Bit of another drastic development there. Tragic one Vickers there, seems having some kind of issue though, not turning it out here. I'm guessing it's Spark, which is a pretty sad development there for Havoc.
Vehicles and infantry are ready to break
They're going to have to
through
fall
enemy
back
lines.
there. They've got 1 victory, 0.8 versus on 94. Panther moves in. Commanders need to retreat, retreat, retreat. Get out of there, men. Too many hands. And crush there, in fact. Locked down by one more point. The Panther going to do, but that was a bit senseless there for Latch. But again, he just feels like, you know, he's just sort of struggling to find out what to do here. He's making more and more hurried decisions, more desperate decisions again. Oh, straight for the S-Manfield again. He didn't do anything about it. I forgot it. Either way, just more commander losses. There's a clear sense of desperation in Latch's actions. Again, he's so close that he can smell it, but that's usually also the point where we really have to keep cool here. And clearly, Latch is having a bit of trouble keeping, you know, just enough cool here to make the right decisions. Except what he's basically doing at this point is just giving
HQ is under
Havoc
attack.
a lot of easy kills. There we go, we got stormtroopers with a Bren gun
We're
up.
losing a capture point.
Quick light gun, but that's easily dodged. Carrying the
The
basic,
enemy
glide
have
it down.
destroyed a forward position.
Cromwell almost done. There we go, stormtrooper out, engaging here, there we go. We got a concussive grenade off there. Commanders
Enemy
dodged it
threatening
nicely.
a capture point.
Moving up here, no assault much for the stormtroopers, so the command should be able to do it quickly if they get up close. And there you go, stormtroopers taking heavy casualties. Jürgen, Dieter, Friedrich and Helmut all dead. 7 good soldiers. There you go, Panther sets in, charges through an old wooden cart that had survived most of it, but ultimately had to bow before the Panther. He would benefit more from adding a machine gun on top. That really does do quite a bit there versus infantry. Cromwell arrives. I suppose you can flank the Panther, of course you have a good chance. But there you go, looks like he's spotted herding either way there. Quickly ordered into only tank fighting mode. Cromwell there called it from the front. Needs to flank it. Shot bounced, shot missed. There you go, using superior speed to get on the quick. Command finding what's going to do in the centre. Going to do popping up there. Quick concussive grenade, light gun off as well. Exchange there. Both dodges. Those commanders will have to retreat. They're basically in the worst position, I think. Low on health. Then again, no, they're pulling it off. They're pulling up. There you go. Panther
Our
moves
capture
in.
point. They're trying to
Need to
take it.
retreat! Oh, there we go. Before they got crushed there by the Panther, that would have been another catastrophic loss. We got more stormtroopers out here for Havoc. He's just using them to quickly fill up the ranks, to quickly get out troops where he needs them, because again, he can't afford to lose any point there.
Ready for orders.
I mean, Havoc is also quite desperate, but he seems to be making slightly more calmer and rational decisions here.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
There you go, Cromwell rushes ahead there again. No support, no scouting, no clear idea what the Panthers, just rushes in and gets easily flanked here by the Panther. Bad move there by Latch. Havoc Panther on that, of course, is quite ready there to deal with it. Veterans 1-2 as well at this point.
A new infantry
And there you go,
section
main
is
gun
ready for
destroyed. That Cromwell is toast. He's finally got down to a tank gun, by the way. Imagine if Latch had gotten run much sooner. The Panther, and for that matter, the Tiger Ace. Not quite so much free reign, but there you go.
My
Good hit from
lord,
the 600 gun
attack's
on the
been
Panther. Another push into the centre. Canadians, stormtroopers actually there with a light machine gun. Light gunbow goes off. House down. Grenade off. And Panther to the rescue again. 6-pounder gun that gets a good hit in the rear armour. Fresh sections out for Latch. Commanders moving eastwards again, trying to shoot through there. Another rear hit there on the Panther. He's really been able to do a lot more there with the 6-pounder gun. There's Cromwell versus that Panther. Halfway to Veterans 2 though. Halfway section down. We actually got a second Panther on the way there for Havoc. A second Panther. He's still hanging on there desperately at 8 victory points. Doing everything he can in his power to hold them. Stormtroopers, you name it, they're just throwing at it, except, you know, actually upgrading his Panther with some anti-infantry further, or, you know, some assault rifles on his Stormtroopers. That's something they probably could benefit just a bit from. Just a bit.
We're down to 100
There you go,
points
Stormtroopers
now.
almost 22 here. Section getting absolutely shredded. More S-Marks going down to help defend. Almost got the Panther, but he can't see it. He can't see it. Just reinforcing.
Standing by. All reinforcements received. We've taken the point.
Second Panther almost down there. Almost gefechtsbereit.
Orders, lads. Ready for orders.
And Strange the minefield there with his
We've 75
6-pounder.
points remaining.
There you go, he's using Vanguard. Oh, another raid operation there. But, oh, positioned incorrectly, too late here, too late. Another Pioneer's already on the spot. He's pushing all towards the centre there. He was a bit too late there, a bit too late. Otherwise, a theoretically nice deal with the ultra gun MT-42 there. Vickers, which is still refusing to shoot, by the way. It's clearly bugged for some reason. It's clearly bugged. Oh, that someone needs to get a hold of the Gestapo and have them talk to these chaps. 6-pounder again, caught up with the double Panther. We got machine gun on the way, one more fit. Grenades going off there, left and right, wipes out the Vickers. There you go, Panther to the rescue. Commanders pushed away, troops reinforcing. Again, 8 pointers to 55 here. 6-pounder shoots. More stormtroopers here for Havoc.
Damned enemies trying to take a point
There
from
you
us.
go. 6-pounder gun getting wiped here. And the
One
west
of our
section of the
anti-tank guns is
stormtroopers. Bringing it off, halts the section. Troops are reinforcing, commander sending out 12 kills for King and Country. And there goes section pushed away here by the Panther. While the other one is still in need of some pretty serious repairs, to say the least. A sniper now for Latch here, but why going down there to help further defend here to make it harder to get to? Pioneer's on the run there, got nothing to fire with. He's actually popping a grenade. He's worried about mines. There he goes, sets them off using his light down
25 points left.
25 points left versus 8. Can he pull it off? It can Latch do it. Panther in the way. There we go. Crashes. One poor salt there. Jimmy went down. Panther moves up to deal with the other commander squad here to push the wind to crush them. And there you go. They got wiped on retreat. Straight into the S-mines here. Panther keeps trying to crush it. 9 kills for Deutschland. Das Vaterland. 15 points left.
We only have 10 points left.
Section moving west. Commander's about to get wiped here. And 2 points left. Dead.
Enemy got one of our squads.
He tried here to the bitter end, but ultimately Latch could not pull through. It was a victory here for Havoc and the 1 and 7th Panther Brigade. The advance of the 11th Armoured towards Arnhem has been stalled, has been blunted. They'll have to pull back to regroup for another attempt, another time. So a brutal fight here, lots of losses on both sides, but Havoc pulled through that just barely. It came down to essentially the Tiger Race here acting as such complete shock element. A Latch completely sort of just didn't know what to do, suffered staggering casualties because you got punished for sort of smaller mistakes here and there. The Tiger Race just aggravated them, just pushed them back. He got it in the end, but the problem was by that point there, the game in terms of sort of force composition so had been rather reset and more or less pushed in Havoc's favour. Then he brought out Panthers, then while Latch finally brought out some armour again, he just really couldn't match it at that point because he didn't handle it correctly. He didn't try to hold it back to build up a larger force to that way. Or when the Panthers, Latch was just sort of at that point after the Tiger Race, sort of desperately reaching out there, just only thinking in the very shortest of terms. There was no long-term thinking there, no bigger plan for just turning things around again. Had he just breathed out a bit, fought for a few moments, he probably could have pulled out something, but the Tiger Race, I think, just was such a huge shock to the system. He couldn't quite think it through properly, and Havoc just sort of just desperately helped them afterwards there and used the Panthers to pull through in the, better end, though he probably would have benefited more from just not taking there, going for, Panzer Force instead, pulling through with that, but go figure. Anyways, interesting fight here by Havoc. Also some interesting move there by Latch. Again, the officers and commanders with the Bren guns were certainly quite effective. Had just Latch been a bit more focused there again late game, he probably would have won. Also, more mines would have easily benefited Latch as well. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you ideas from your own matches, how to play, how not to play. If it did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send a new plan of some feedback in the comment section. And if you like the Propagandacast, of course, what it does day after day, do consider donating. Or links are in the video description. You can do so by Patreon or PayPal. Every little bit is appreciated. Of course, allows me to keep making videos. So do consider. Very much thanks in advance if you do so. This is Imperial Ding signing off, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye!